Aloha ladies and gentlemen, this is the Surgeon here bringing you StarCraft 2 commentary. I'm bringing you a match from the Zeke.com North American Open. This is going to be TopRamen, a Terran player, spawning in the bottom left on Blistering Sands as the purple Terran. And Sibwolf is going to be our teal Terran, spawning in the top right hand corner. So we will see a TvT matchup on Blistering Sands. This could be quite nice as there is a chance of bio play between these two Terran players. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do as I haven't watched this match and I don't know too much about each player. I know that Sibwolf is a great Terran player. Let me check his statistics to see what level he actually is at. Looks like Sibwolf is currently a 2300 level diamond player. And TopRamen is going to be... I actually do not see his name here, but let me see if it's under a different username. But Scout going out here for TopRamen very early during his supply depot. So yeah, I really don't know too much about him, but he's gonna get a nice scout in here. Sibwolf is gonna be throwing down his barracks inside his base. No wall off for him. TopRamen is gonna be walling off and hopefully going for a gas after that barracks for both players. Look in the production tab. Looks like they are waiting to throw down that gas. Both players waiting to throw down that gas, as Sibwolf is already at 14 supply, and there goes that gas for Sibwolf. No gas here for TopRamen quite yet. Not even a second barracks. Was there a kill? I saw that there was a kill. Yeah, Sibwolf did lose his SCV on his barracks. He's not building it, and I don't know if he knows this, but he needs to really get a SCV onto that barracks right away, as TopRamen looks like he wants to throw down other barracks somewhere, but as he hasn't thrown down a gas yet. What is this Terran player doing, TopRamen? Not quite sure. And still no barracks SCV building, and then finally Sibwolf able to throw a SCV onto that barracks. TopRamen already has his first marine out, as well as a second on the way. His wall-off is complete, his gas is going down, second barracks going down for TopRamen, our purple Terran here. Sibwolf throwing down a nice supply depot to spot those backdoor rocks. Doesn't want to get surprised by a backdoor rocks bust, but he does have his front ramp open as well, so really just a precautionary measure there for Sibwolf. Sibwolf will be getting out a second marine here now that his barracks is finally done, throwing down his factory as well as his orbital command being finished. Or no orbital command for TopRamen. Tech lab for TopRamen on his second barracks. Maybe gonna get some stim, but just continuing to produce marines. Supply depot going down at the backdoor rocks for TopRamen as well. So looks like TopRamen is in an advantage, but if he doesn't use this infantry advantage early, he's gonna be behind, as I believe Sibwolf does know how to play Terran against Terran, and most likely will be getting a Hellion out to counter these early marines. But let's see what the decision is from Sibwolf, and if TopRamen will be pushing out here. No upgrade from his tech lab, so not quite sure why he got it. Maybe he needs some gas to get the stim out, but it looks like he's producing a Marauder, as well as throwing down a third barracks here for himself. What did he shoot? Not quite sure. But he's doing pretty well macro-wise. Let's look at the income tab, showing that Sibwolf is ahead on the SCV count at 20 over 17 to the SCVs of TopRamen. TopRamen going to be pushing out with his Marine Marauder ball right now. 4 Marines out for Sibwolf, as well as a 5th, and let's see if he has a 6th on the way. Yes, he does have a 6th on the way, as well as a siege tank coming. So, as well as he will be throwing out an SCV to scout this army that is coming across the map, so he's going to be able to see everything that's coming at him. Looks like he needs to pull some SCVs off the line, maybe throw down a bunker. Sibwolf deciding not to produce anything out of that starport. Looks like he does want to go for a Banshee after this. Siege tank does pop. Siege tank pops. Does he swap the starport? No, but he's going to be engaging. Does have some SCVs pulled off the line. Looks like TopRamen hasn't engaged yet, but here comes the engagement. A little bit of miss micro there, losing 3 marines quickly to the marines of Sibwolf. Sibwolf able to use that tank from behind and use those SCVs to tank some damage. and not losing a single unit in that engagement. Great unit control by Sibwolf. Bad unit control there by TopRamen. TopRamen just continuing to produce bio units, and Sibwolf using that star part, I guess, to tank some damage there from our turn player, as well as going to be producing double Viking out from his starport, at least just one Viking, and he is supply blocked a little bit. Supply depot just now finishing. Command center on the way for our purple Protoss TopRamen as he wants to expand, maybe get that economic advantage. But in the meantime, Sibwolf is pushing out with his siege tank and marine army. 2 siege tanks on the field. Does have siege mode, so this is going to be an engagement that the purple player could win if he target fires that tank, but he's not going to target fire. Here comes the siege up from Sibwolf, going to be getting a pot shot on those marauders. Now those marauders won't be able to push forward as they do not have any marine support, and those tanks do quite a bit of damage against those marauders. But marauders do heavy damage against siege tanks as well. Marauders are going to be pushing in here. They should be targeting firing those tanks, but they're not, as those tanks do a hell of an amount of DPS in just tank mode, and those siege tanks will be sieging up in the front. Sibwolf continuing to reinforce with a Viking that will be able to spot for him up this ramp. Just marines and marauders on the way, as well as Stim just now started for a turn player TopRamen. I feel like Stim would have been a great upgrade to have early on, and here comes the push from Sibwolf. Sibwolf pushing up the ramp with his siege tanks, just shelling these supply depots. Is going to put TopRamen in the red, but TopRamen getting some siege tank fire on him. Going to try to move this command center to an open expansion, but really has nowhere to go as he has nothing to defend it. So the production tab shows only marines and marauders coming out for TopRamen. Not going to be able to really push against these siege tanks, as those siege tanks will be able to get a hell of an amount of damage off against those infantry units without the support of dropships or banshees. So looks like TopRamen is in a lot of trouble here, as Sibwolf does have a really good contain here, and he's going to be spotting with these double Vikings. So here comes Sibwolf trying to push up. He's really out of the range of his back reinforcing tanks, and he's going to lose one tank to Marine Marauder play. So TopRamen going to be repositioning his third barracks, and will be getting out a tank of his own. Doesn't have the minerals. Oh, he does have the minerals to get out that siege mode for himself. Throwing down a missile turret to kind of deal with those Vikings, but really can't rely on that missile turret, which is static defense, to push away those Vikings. Siege tanks in range of that missile turret and able to take it out. And he's just going to run all his units into the siege tank fire, as well as the marines to support, losing all of his units. TopRamen in a lot of trouble here. Was able to land his command center and get a mule out to do some expansion mining. Sibwolf does not know that it's out there, but I believe he did see that command center. So Sibwolf continuing to push in here is going to be preventing any reinforcements, while our turn player is supply blocked, as the siege tank does cost 3 supply here in StarCraft 2 instead of the 2 in StarCraft Brood War. And yes, this tank is going to get taken out. SCV is going to try to repair, but the tanks do extra damage, 25 against those armored units, and TopRamen just pulling off all his SCVs, but this tank is going to do a lot of damage, and just too many forces there for Sibwolf, as he was able to get that early army advantage as well as a contain. So we will see Sibwolf and TopRamen in game 2, Sibwolf taking game 1. This is the Surgeon for the Russian